Good morning, students. Welcome to social class, that is part 2 of our lesson, the natural realms of the earth. So once recall what we learned yesterday, that is about four natural realms, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and also that atmosphere. And also we study, that is three order landforms: first order landform, second order landform, third order landforms also. Next we study that jigsaw puzzle or tectonic theory. After that we know that how the sea floor was spreading. Next, we learn that two movements, sudden movement and also that one more movement, slow movement. So next, now other topic, that is external process. So my dear students, once remember we have three order landforms. So first order landform is oceans and continents, that is formed because of the slow movement. Second order landform, that is also plains, plateaus and mountains, that we know that because of volcanic eruptions it was formed that, otherwise because of the plate movement also. Now in the third, that is called as third order landforms, and here how this third order landforms like maybe that's in waterfalls, valleys, mountains, these all things, how these are the third order landforms was formed, that we are going to be learn today in our concept. So that is also called as external process. So what is mean by external process? Yesterday we learned that the movements which is happening inside of the earth because of the movement of the plate or because of the pressure that it can create it inside of the earth, because of all the factors, there are some of the areas was formed. Now in the second, that is we are going to be learning that external, here there are some of the areas was formed because of the involvement of air and also the water. So it means the water and also the air is transforming, that means changing that earth in some different type of shapes. So the interaction of water and air, the involvement on the earth, is also called as denudation process. What is called as denudation process? So now we are going to be learn that how this denudation process was creating some different type of areas on the earth. So first one is calling as, there are four stages that you can find here, how the air and water transformed into the air. First one is weathering, is the first stage. Second one is erosion. Third one is transportation. The fourth one is deposition. See that how the air and water transform the surface of the earth. For this, the process is called as denudation process. Here in this process, we are going to be having the 4 stages. The first stage is called as weathering, second stage is called as erosion, third transportation, fourth one is deposition. First stage. What is the first stage? Weathering. So, what is weather? Weather means high temperature or low temperature, rainfall, either high rainfall, otherwise called as low rainfall. So, and humidity is also a part of weather. So, weather means high temperature, low temperature, rainfall or low rainfall, or a moisture, and also these all the things are the part of weathering. Imagine these are called as rocks. The rocks can found on the earth. These are the rocks are always facing that sun heat. The rocks are facing that sun heat. So it means the temperature, this rock is always facing the high temperature and also the low temperature. And also this rock is also facing that involvement of the water. So some days temperature comes, some days water is also falls on the rock. So because of the water and sunshine, the chemical reaction, because of the chemical reaction, some of the rocks are going to be spoiled and also called as brittle. Do you know meaning of brittle? This rock is going to be get the brittle means break, otherwise called spoiled, because of the interaction of high temperature, low temperature, and also that because of water involvement, the chemical reaction, this rock is going to get the brittle. Okay, and also the brittle rock converting into the small pieces, so called as small pieces. So these are the small pieces is going to be separated from this rock. So one more time, my dear children, what is meant by weather? Weather means because of the involvement of the sunshine and also that rainfall, the rock is going to be get a spoil and it is called as brittle. Because of the rock spoil, the pieces from the rock will separate it like this. If there is no involvement of sunshine, there is no problem. I give an example. Take one stone, this much of big stone, break a stone, and you see that we will get that top of the soil is having that different color, and if you see inside after breaking that, the color is different. Can you say why? That is because the top of the soil is always facing the sunshine. Because of that, the texture, the color of the rock is changed. Inside, the color is different. That is because of the sunshine only. Clear or not, my dear children? If you have a doubt, we can take a stone and break the stone. The top of the color is rock color is different, and the inside of the color is also different. That is because of the weather. So what I explained now? It was converting into the pieces. That's the first step. Second step was erosion. What is meant by erosion? Erosion means washing. Washing in the by using that water or is called as air. Because air and also called as water is having that lot of pressure. So water can take anything and also air also can take anything. So because the water and air is having the great capacity, the pressure, because of the water and air involvement, these are the material is washed from the top rock. So you can say that washing means separating that small pieces from the big rock is called as erosion. Erosion means washing, or else to remove that small pieces of rocks after brittle, the pieces of the rock from the big rock is called as erosion. Now these rocks were separated, and where these rocks can be found. Next, the third stage is called as transportation. These are the separated material consisting with the rocks and also mud, silt. Silt is also called as smooth mud, and some different type of debris, means wastage. And this is all the material which you can find outside after the erosion. This material is traveling from one place to other places because of the involvement of water and air. So this one is taken by water or air. Because of the pressure, this material will travel from one place to other place. One place to other place. So here is third stage is called transportation. The separated material from the big rock is called as erosion, and this eroded material will travel from one place to other place because of the pressure of water and also the air, and that is the step is called as transportation. The fourth step is because of this water or air, these are the material goes to the long distance, and where they can form these low lying areas, which is called as low lying areas. So in the low lying areas, this material is going to be deposited. See that fourth step is called as deposition. The eroded material after the lot of distance of traveling because of the air and also the water, and this material will be deposited in some areas, and that is called as deposition. So one more time, what is the denudation process? There are four stages of denudation process. The first one is called as weathering, the second one is called as erosion, third one is called as transportation, the fourth one is called as deposition. In the first stage of weathering, because of high temperature and low temperature and involvement of the water, that is in the form of rainfall, the rock is going to be spoiled because of chemical reaction, and the rock is going to be get brittle, it means spoiled. If you have any doubt, you can take the rock and you can break the rock. The top of the rock color is different and inside of the rock color is different. That is possible because of the weathering only. Next step is called as washing, otherwise called as erosion. So after the brittle of rock, material was the pieces of the rock was separated from the big rock because of the involvement of air and water, that is called as erosion. Separated from the big rock to the big rock, the small pieces is called as erosion. Erosion is also the involvement of air and also the water. Third one is called as transportation. After the separating material, this material will be traveled a long distance because of the pressure of water and air, that is called as transportation. After the distance of traveling, the fourth stage is called as deposition, where they can find the low lying areas. The low lying area is going to fill up with this material. This is called as deposition. These are the four stages, are very important. How this process is also called as denudation process. What is called as denudation process. Now see that work of water. Because of water, what are the areas are going to be formed? So I am going to be explain that. First one is called as V-shaped mountains. Second one is called as canyons. one is called as gorges. And also that waterfalls. Fifth one is meanders. Sixth one is U-shaped mountains. Because of the pressure of water, these are the third order landforms was formed. So what is called as V-shaped valleys, or as V-shaped mountains called V-shaped valley. It's not a V-shaped mountains, called as V-shaped valleys. Canyons, gorges, waterfalls, meanders, and U-shaped mountains. These all the things was formed because of the water. See that how this one is going to form that. When the water comes like this, the water travels. Take an example, in the region of India, we have that western side and also the eastern side. In the process of movement of water, in the form of rain, the water comes very fast. If you want to see the pressure of water, you see in the region of projects, there you can get this, what is the speed of water. Even that we cannot stand where the water is going very fast. If the water is come very fast, we can fall down. See, similarly here also, water come from the mountains, and it should be travel a long distance, more than thousands of kilometers, and it can be joined in the region of seas. Take an example, Godavari, otherwise Krishna river, come from Western Ghats, Maharashtra to other states, and also it joins in the region of Telangana and in the region of Andhra Pradesh, finally reach in the region of Bay of Bengal. So when it is travels for a long distance, it can cut to the low-lying areas, and at the time it can be formed as valleys also. Then you can see that V-shaped valley. Here is, these are the valleys. So bottom, this is called as bottom, this is called as a top. Bottom is very narrow. In the valleys that you can form between the two mountains, and this is a way for the water also. In the valleys, these are the valleys was formed because of the pressure of water only, and the maximum in the valleys, the down that you can see that the bottom is always narrow and the top is a broader. Then you can see that's wider. The top is always wider, bottom is always narrow. Those areas is called as valleys. So V-shaped mountains, which is formed because of the pressure of water. The water comes from the high area and it is traveled to the low-lying areas. In this process, it can take to the big rocks or a big trees, otherwise anything, because the pressure of the water is very fast. Because of the long days of movement of water, V-shaped mountain, or else called as V-shaped valleys, was formed. Next one is called as canyon. So we know that what is meant by a canyon. So we have the Grand Canyon of Colorado, one of the biggest Colorado. We know that, and almost all the Hollywood movies also recorded in the near of this one only. So we should know that what is meant by a canyon. Canyon is having that more depth. Canyon is having that more depth, more than a long kilometers. They can say that 1.6 kilometers of the depth. So it means, take an example, if it is in a we have a picture in your textbook. You see in your textbook, you can understand that what is Colorado. Canyon of Colorado, take that more distance, 1.6 kilometers of depth. In Telugu it is called as Lotu, and also 1.8 meters to 29 kilometers. So in some areas it was having that less broad, in some areas it having the more broader, means width. So in some areas it is having that 1.8 meters, in some areas it is having the 29 kilometers of width. So that is one of the Grand Canyon of Colorado that you can find that there is a world. And canyon means top is a broader and bottom is top is also having that more depth. Next, gorges. Gorges in the sense top and a bottom both are having the equal length. How much distance can found here, and after down also you can find the same. So bottom and the top are having the same distance are called as gorges. So one more time, V-shaped mountains is formed because of water. When the rain comes, because of rainfall, heavy water can be travels and it can join in the region of rivers. When in the process of traveling a long distance, even that water will take the big rocks also. Because of the pressure of water, V-shaped mountains are going to be formed. And next one you can say that canyons, and that having that more depth, that is 1 by 1.6 kilometers of depth. And gorges, we know the Bison Gorge is an example. Top and the bottom are having the equal distance, that you can say that gorges. And we know that waterfalls can found in the region of mountains. So we have the highest waterfall in the region of world, that is Angel Waterfall, that you can found in the region of Venezuela, that's on the river of Churun River. So where we can find the highest waterfall that you can find in the region of Venezuela, that's that's in the river name is called Churun River. And also we have one more is called as the highest waterfall in the region of India, that's in Karnataka. Waterfall name is called as Kunchikal waterfall, that you can find in the region of Karnataka also. So waterfalls means from the top of the mountain, water can be falls down. So we have the Angel Waterfall, Jog Waterfall, Kunjul Waterfall, some different type of waterfalls. And also the next one you can say that meanders. Water travels like this because of the we have the Krishna Godavari basin, otherwise called as Ganga river basin, where we have that water is always traveling in the region of plain search. The water can be travels in the form of snake like this. So this is called as meanders. So here this is come to the good plain area, this plain area, and here this one can be traveled low lying to, and where they have that weak lands can be cut and can be traveled like a snake. So this is also can found in the region of India, that's called as meanders. You observe that flat plains, when the water comes very fast and it can be go to the low lying areas, and that water having with the silt, mud and everything, after traveling to the long distance, this is in a river, it can be deposited where the low lying areas was there. Similarly here also the sites was deposited with the material, and these are the sites was formed like good soils or as good plains, and this one is converting into that meanders. Clear or not? Like a snake cutting, it looks like a snake cutting, otherwise called as like an ox bowl. These all are looks to form because of the water only. Next we know that S-shaped mountains is of one which is formed because of glaciers. So we know that what is meant by a glacier. Glacier means floating of ice is called as glaciers. What is my glaciers? Glaciers means floating of water, otherwise floating of ice, otherwise floating of the pieces of ice, otherwise snow, is called as glaciers. You know, we can find in the region of Himalayas, where we have a very cool temperature, where the snow is accumulated or converted and becoming into the solid ice. In those areas we found these glaciers. Take an example, Gangotri Glacier. some other different type of glaciers can found in the region of India also. These are the glaciers always come from the top to bottom because of the weather. If the temperature was increased in some areas, because of increasing the temperature, these are the ice are melted. That is also called as plucking process. Ice, because of temperature, can melt and it was forms like a rivers. When the water, when the glacier is going to be melt and it forms like a U shape. Even in your textbook, they given that one of the picture that you observe that this is in a one. It is looks like a U shape. Here, top of the mountain, top of the mountains, and from the top of the mountains, the ice is going to be melted, and it is joining in the region of river, melting of process, and it is forming like a river. And before of joining into the river, it is formed like a U-shaped mountains. Now you see that one more time. What are some different types of torrential landforms was formed because of work of water? Because of work of water, V-shaped mountains was formed, canyons was formed, gorges was formed, waterfalls was formed, meanders was formed, and also the U-shaped mountains is also formed. Now see that because of work of wave, wave means rising and falling of water, what will happen? What are the areas was formed in the region of world? See that in your textbook we have that because of pressure of water, we have the four pictures was given in your textbook, page number 24. One is called a sea cave. So it means because the pressure of water in some of the area, and this area is having that like a weak area, and this weak area was cutted day by day the wave pressure. It is not a one day of pressure, it is a lot of years of pressure of water, and this one is cutted like a cave. That's why this is called a sea cave. So sea cave was formed because of the waves. Similarly, we have the pictures is like a in the sea, one of the rock was converting into the arch. But you can say the sea arch. One is called a stacks and sea cliff. So these four are the different parts that we can found in the region of oceans, otherwise in the region of sea. These all the things was formed because of the waves only. See the next one is work of wind. Because of work of wind also, the pressure of wind day by day it is going to be pressure was on the one particular areas. So what are the changes is going to be occurs. See, this is called as mushroom rock and this is called as Inselberg. So mushroom rock is a one rock. See the bottom, complete rock of the bottom is going to be cutted, and this rock was becoming like a mushroom. So this is a rock was changed the structure because of the wind. That's why it is called as mushroom rock. Similarly, Inselberg is a one that is also from a long days of pressure of wind. This area was becoming like a berg, like we have iceberg like this, and this is one of the shape was converted because of the wind only. See this, we have some different type of things. One is called work of water, work of wind, and also that work of waves. So next one is sand dunes. You see that in the region of deserts, particularly in the region of, we have one desert in the region of India, that is what desert we have? That Indian Great Desert, that is Thar Desert. And I don't think so that we are not visiting the areas of deserts. Once you see the pictures in your textbook, what they given that the shape of the desert looks like a mountains, but this desert, it is not having the rocks. The desert shapes looks like a dune, and that one is formed with the sand. So you can see the sand dunes. So complete desert is a different one. It is occupied with the sand, and complete areas are having that biggest sand dunes, also having that 10 feet of sand dune, 15 feet of sand dunes also. And also here the greatness of deserts was, and here having that texture of the sand was yellow texture, and this texture, this soil is called as loess soil. What is called as loess? So what is meant by a loess? Loess in the sense, it is a one of the soil, that's a yellow soil, particularly that you can find in the region of deserts only, and this is very good for the nutrients and also very good for the land. It is having the good fertile. Some of the crops that you can grow in the region of deserts also. So this is one of the concept. Next one is how the vegetation is also involving with the human beings. So in this lesson we have one more thing we have to know, that vegetation in the sense like trees and the plants. Some of the trees and the plants can grow on the rocks, between the two rocks. So because of the rocks, this one, you take an example, this is called as one rock and this is called as another rock. Between of these two rocks, that the roots of the trees can be grown between the two rocks, and because of these two the roots, these two rocks are going to be damaged, and because of this tree, and the two rocks can be separated and also going to be better after long years. Even that, because after the industrial revolution, human beings are also involving a lot with the lithosphere. So we are the people, we are clearing the land, we are going to be constructing the buildings, we are constructing the industries, we are also converting the lands into the agriculture. So there is a lot of involvement of that lithosphere by the human beings and also the vegetation and everything. So one more thing, my dear children, I will revise what the concept I explained today. The part 1 I explained about internal process. In the part 2 I taken that external process. In the external process, first I explained that denudation process, that is weathering and erosion, transportation, and also final one is called as deposition. After that I explained that how the third order landforms was formed because of work of water, like a V-shaped mountains and Grand Canyon of Colorado, and also the gorges, waterfalls, meanders, and also called as U-shaped mountains was formed because of the glaciers. Next I explained about the how the wave is going to be converting that areas, like a sea cliff, like a sea cave. These are the things we studied that also. Next one is work of winds, so mushroom rocks and Inselberg also, and how the sand dunes is also formed because of the pressure of wind only. Final one is I explained that how the human beings and vegetation is involving on the lithosphere. So these are the concepts I covered today. So my dear students, try to complete the work which we allotted to you, and also one more time please revise the lesson before watching the class. After completion of lesson, send the worksheets to my personal number. Thank you my dear children, all the best.